All right, guys. Hey, let me see. All right, guys. Hey, this is Coach Marcus Jones here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Welcome to today's, I can't say tonight, but today's a weekly $1 million franchise factor training. We usually do this at 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays, but today is a special day for me and my wife. We're celebrating our 31st year wedding anniversary, so we have dinner planned this evening, and I did not want to cancel the training because it's that important. So I moved it up by 2 hours. So for those of you who are on right now, thank you guys for adjusting your schedule and attending. Appreciate you for being here. And it is evening on the East Coast. Yes, it's 6 p.m. But thank you all for showing up. And hopefully you guys are finding value with these trainings. But we usually do this every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern is showing on the screen. So I'm glad my friends on the East Coast, you guys can get 2 hours of your time back as far as like in the evening. But the YouTube channel is one team, one dream hangout.com. And if you are required to enter a passcode, enter Go One Team, all lowercase. And this is live. And please attend our trainings on time and then take notes so that you can learn information, you can apply it, and you can also teach it. So this is for people who want to learn how to build their business. And also we have a lot of leaders and up and coming leaders who are, building their businesses and want to also learn how to create that duplication. That's the purpose of trainings we do. And our vision is someday to have other people that are qualified to do these trainings. Like what happened with Coach Seymour, he's taken over the Tuesday training from Coach Will. After Miriam does the newbie corner, Coach Seymour is doing the Tuesday evening leadership development training, and then Coach Will has Sunday. So our vision is to have as many people as are qualified that are able to host any Zoom we have, throughout the week. So I appreciate you guys for being here, and thank you guys for the anniversary messages. It's been fun. It's been 31 years. We met in 1987, and we didn't start dating exclusively until 1988. So that's when I asked her to be my girlfriend, and so we've been together for 36 years. Right? We were both young. I just turned 18 and she was 17 when we met. So it's been a lot of years. So, but thank y'all for being here tonight. So we do have an event coming up in Dallas, Texas in August. So it's about 6 months away. So you can have time to, build your business, generate some income so you can, be in a financial place to afford to travel to Dallas if you don't live in the Dallas, Texas area. But the tickets are $50 and it's the weekend of August 21st, 22nd, 23rd. So normally that itinerary is we have a meet and greet on that Friday night, which is 21st, and then this one's going to be a 2-day training, similar to what we did in Las Vegas in January, except it's on the weekend this time, just to make it easier for those people who need to travel, from out of state, like myself. I'll be traveling from Las Vegas if we're still living here, which I think we will. But we have training on Saturday and Sunday. Okay, and so you guys can still purchase your tickets. They're $50, and as far as we know right now, there is no online training being scheduled for this. So if you guys want to get the information, attend in person. You can send the money to paypal.me/HPN events or Zelle 3233 or Venmo at HBN Events. All right, so it's going to be fun. So I want to congratulate anyone who is on the Zoom today or watching the replay. I want to congratulate you for achieving any commission milestones, even if it's your first $100 or your first $5 or your first $2.98, right? That's what the Feel Good, Be Good, Do Good subscription. That's how much you would earn if you sign someone up with that subscription. Congratulations, right? You have a story to tell. That's how we design our system. The best system is to help people get into profit faster so that they can say, hey, I joined this company and within 2 weeks or a week or a month, I earned my first commission, right? You have a story to tell. So congratulations on that. And also want to congratulate anyone who achieved any rank achievements. I know we've had several people hitting Diamond Brand Consultant with GoDasana, and also people are also ranking up with with HBN. Okay, but like Coach Will always says, don't chase the rank. Right, rank is not really going to increase your income. It's about building a business and having duplication. Okay. And I want to welcome any guests who may be watching live. Thanks for showing up. And also want to welcome any of our new team members watching live, or if you guys watch the replay, thank you for taking the time to get this information. Next slide. So we have books that were written by Coach Will, by Coach Seymour, and then by myself. So we encourage you guys to, support these projects and get these books. Coach Will's, I have both of his, and I have Coach Seymour's, and of course I have my own. And they're all true stories, true, accurate information that we've all gone through. Coach Wills is great for someone getting started in MLM and wants to learn how to earn the first $1 million. And so it's going to help you avoid some of the pitfalls a lot of people encounter when it comes to building this business model. Then Coach Will also wrote The Hidden Empire, which is more of an advanced book. So that's going to be someone who is developing into a leader, and you want to have your own teams, and you will be the person doing trainings for your teams, and people will look to you for support. Coach Seymour has a book called Winning Is My Only Option. So that walks you through his success, and he has some tips in that book. I'm still in the first chapter in his book. And then From Bankrupt to Better Living, that's a book I wrote, and the subtitle is from bankrupt to from bossed up, right? From bankrupt to bossed up the network marketing way. I think that's my title. You think I would know the title of my own book, but that's a true story. That is all accurate in that book. Those are all the things I went through, right? That led up to me being bankrupt, to working through being bankrupt, and to getting to the point where I am now. So I am working on a revised edition. So it's going to have some 3 new chapters, an added story that will go in chapter 3. So it's going to have a lot more meat in the revised edition. And I don't know when that will be available, but I'll let you guys know. So Franchise Factor, this is a training that started out as being called 6 Steps to Six Figures. So this is back in 2021 during the pandemic, when the company was growing really fast because people were looking for healthy solutions to help taking care of their body. So they were buying all our products to boost their immune systems. And some people wanted to make money. So we grew by 300% during the pandemic. And quote myself, Coach Will, and a couple other leaders who had all earned 6 figures by that time. That it had only been about maybe a year and a half, 2 years with the company, put together this training, and we called it 6 Steps to Six Figures. And then we made an agreement that once one person earned 7 figures from this training, we would change it to 7 Steps to 7 Figures, which Coach Will was the first one to do it. I'm the second one to earn over $1 million by following this exact system. But when Coach Will hit his million first, we recognized the training with the 6 steps and 7 steps training was a lot of the information for one Zoom. So we decided to break it up, and we looked at, how franchises operate, and they have a specific training manual. Some of them have videos. Okay. And so we broke it up to make it into bite-sized trainings that happen 4 times a month. And so we do them on Wednesday, on Wednesdays of every month, and the fifth Wednesday there's no training. But we focus on having unified, duplicatable training systems. And so this is right here is going to help you to, apply the lost art in network marketing, which is teaching people to teach people to teach people. Okay, that's where you're going to have that duplication and see your residual income grow by teaching that. And then we focus on sequential learning. So there's lots of mindset and skill set training. We also talk about the 7 basic network marketing skills required to be successful as part of the sequential learning, because we don't believe in skipping steps. Then we have resources and repetition. Okay, so that's where we talk about the books, the videos, the calls, things like that. And we pretty much reiterate the same type of information on each of the trainings, so that what is repeated is remembered, and what is remembered is repeated. Okay, so that right there is going to be one of your keys, because we don't want to have any confusion. Okay, it's because a confused mind doesn't do anything, right? So we want to try to do our best to eliminate confusion for most people so that they can be successful. And then we have the percentages. So according to insurance company statistics, 70% of people are going to die broke. It's probably higher now, but as far as what we know right now is 70%. And same applies for your business. When you have people who join you and tell you they want to build this business and they want to retire or they want to have their spouse retire or they want to make $1 million, okay? Well, guess what? 7 out of 10 of those people you sign up who tell you that, they're going to quit. They're not going to make it. Okay. Then we have the three percenters. So those people are the people who are very charismatic, they're hypey, right? And they'll be successful with any company they join because it's all about them. Okay. They're charismatic and everything relies on them. But because they don't have a system people can follow. Like if Shaquille O'Neal joined us, he would be successful because he's Shaq. Okay, if LeBron James, discovered the power of black seed oil and signs up and started sharing it, well, guess what? LeBron James will be successful just by making one post about black seed oil, and people will go and support him. Well, that's the three percenters. Okay, and I'm not a three percenter, and the thing about three percenters is they're not duplicatable, and they don't because they don't have a system. It's all about them, and they are typically the ones you see that go from company to company to company. They get the deals, they get the top positions, and then the 70 percenters are the ones who follow the three percenters around. Okay, and thinking they're going to do what the three percenters do. But the playing field is not level. Okay. And then we have the 27 percenters. So those are all of us here on Zoom, right? Who get in, plug in, stay in, are the people who are will have the success. And so that's all you guys here on this Wednesday. Appreciate you for being here. And so that's how the percentages are broken down now. Because it's so cheap to get started with HBN, you can sign up for free, right? You can earn commissions. It's 10. You can earn 10% commissions as a free member with HBN. Okay, and go to Sound. You can take that 3-day free tour and join us. But if you look at the leaderboard, there's people who are on the leaderboard that never attend these trainings, and they're on the leaderboard every month. That's perfectly fine. We never want to make anyone believe they have to get in here and do every single thing that we share, right? Because we're all independent contractors. We are 1099 workers. None of us are anyone's bosses, and you guys are not employees. So if what you're doing is working, you can ignore us, right? Because we don't want to step on anybody's toes and keep building and winning. Now, if what you're doing isn't working, or you want to have a system that's duplicatable, right? That you can plug people in and they can learn, do it, and teach it. By all means, attend our trainings and apply information. And it doesn't matter if you're direct to me or direct to Will. It doesn't matter as long as you're part of the company. You can plug into this training. Matter of fact, guys, there's network marketing leaders that use our training. They use our exact training, but they don't have the same results we get because it's the people, right? It's the leadership we have, it's the products we have, and it's the pay plan. So they're trying, but it's pretty cool to see these multi-million dollar earners copying and using our training, but not having the same success. So let's talk about the parent company, Green Organics. So Green Organics was started in August 2015. So on August 11th, the company will be 15 years old. That's the parent company. Okay, so when you receive your commissions, when you receive your Visa debit card, it comes from Green Organics. And Go the Solid was launched in 2012. HBN was launched in 2017. Okay, and what separates our companies are two things. We have products that work, and we have pay plans that are very, very aggressive. Okay, I got a star bonus this morning. So then that shows up every time I qualify for that. We also have Paula, Scarcella, Ben, and Alexandria, and we have a small core of employees that work in the home office, okay, that support the company. And I like how the companies are structured. They are two separate network marketing companies. You don't have to join both. Okay, you can join one or the other. It's not necessary to join both, but we train on both here just for the sake of time. Okay, but GoToSana has the 3 minute reset system. Okay, that's the feel good, be good, do good digital subscription. For those of you who are using that subscription, how have you felt since you started doing it? I know for me, it's helped me get my life, right? So it's really calmed me down more. I'm not so quick to respond and react to posts and to people. I'm just calmer. It's so much peace. Yeah, thank you, Dr. Dorothy. But we have that system there, $9.95. That one can go, that one's worldwide. Nothing, no shipping. So we have that. We have the let me see what Miriam says helps her in the morning to calm down. Yep. Jessica feels so much better, no longer on her PTSD meds. And TR says less reactive. Yes, less reactive. That right there is what really helped me is not reacting, right? Because it's easy and fat and quick to react on social media because you can just type on your phone or your laptop. And in person, I know it's definitely hard in person, but it is very uplifting. It's amazing. So we have that, right? And also, we're not making any type of medical claim. None of our products diagnose, prevent, treat, or cure any disease, and we're not governed by the FDA. And we don't make any income claims. We're not making any income claims either. And so we have the go-go sticks, which are considered cosmetics, right? There's 9 go-go sticks. There might be a 10th one coming out, right? So stay tuned for that one. But those are amazing. Then we have the personal care products. We have the soap powder. Well, the sun's starting to move. Let me close my blinds. Get too bright in here. So we have the soap. We have the soap bars, the deodorant, the tooth powder, the hair serum, the skincare serum. Those are amazing, right? We have all those personal care products. We have the household products. I believe the detergent is currently sold out. And then we have the hard surface cleaner, all non-toxic. And then we have essential oils and we have black seed oil. Okay, so primarily non-consumable products that need to be used, okay, monthly. The HBN is our superfoods and supplements division. Okay, so that's where you have black seed oil, you have Mind Body and Soul, we have Nova Coffee and Java Slim. Promote those guys so we can make sure we keep those available to us, right? So black seed oil, I mean Nova Coffee is amazing, right? I know Tiara loves it, has her fellow teachers at her school drinking Nova, which is perfect. It's amazing. And so we have lots of supplements and superfoods on the HBN side. And then Jerry says, yeah, the email 3 minute reset gives him a sense of control. It's amazing. All right. So for those of you who are here to build a business, the only person responsible for your success is you. So you can write this down or screenshot this or memorize it and just say, this is my business and I am making it work. Okay. So it's when it comes to building a business, your sponsor or your support team, a good sponsor will support you. Okay. But sometimes some of us don't have never had a good sponsor. We were either ghosted, or your sponsor was terminated, okay, or your sponsor just doesn't support you, okay. But the thing is, it's up to you to be successful and go and get the information. Unfortunately, we have leaders here, my coach Will, myself, Tina, Seymour, the other people on the Zoom that are here to support you and help you win. But when it comes to being successful, it's up to you to make your business work because you have access to the same websites, the same products, the same back office, right? The same pay plan. It's up to you to find a way to be successful. But this training here is to help you be successful, okay, and your success team. Okay, so plug them in. So the company's vision is this: bringing the power of plants, emotional, mental, and physical wellness to the people of the world, facilitating financial independence and personal growth worldwide. So very simple vision statement, which people once they see this and they get it, then they run with this thing, right? Our mission, we want to capture 1% of the now $7.3 trillion health and wellness industry. In 2025, it was around 6.8 trillion. This year it's around 7.3 trillion. We only want to capture at least 1%, right? And so that would be a tremendous accomplishment. And many of you guys who are on this Zoom and who are actually building your business, you'll be making easily earning over 6 figures a year. Some people want to make over 7 figures a year, right? Our model is this: dream, fight, win. You must have a dream. you're willing to fight for it. And as long as you don't give up and quit, you're going to come out with the win. Okay. And so some traits you want to identify when it comes to recruiting people to join the business, as far as business builders, not customers, right? These are there are three traits. So my notes are they have to care about their health. Okay. Your customers want to care about their health. They have to value the products. So these two traits apply to customers and business builders. The third trait applies to business builders. They have to believe that leveraged income is better than linear income. They have to believe that earning income residually by building a network is better than earning income that requires you to work hours for that paycheck. That's linear. Okay. So they have to recognize that. So this is part three today. So we're going to talk about your preliminary candidate list, master art invite, and present the business in a way that duplicates. So that's on this same slide here. Let me just show all these to save time. So this is what we're going to cover today, right? And then part four, we have some sample text scripts to send. But we're going to talk about your preliminary candidate list, and it's not about creating a list of 1,000 people like we were told back in the day, right? Make a list of all your friends and family and go all the way back to preschool and work your way forward, right? And then we have a specific way of launching your business: hot market, warm market, social media, and then we talk about mastering the art of the invite, and then learning how to present the business in a way that duplicates. Right. So your preliminary candidate list, right? If you guys have questions, feel free to type in the chat. But I think hopefully this is pretty clear. And there are people who know the information and can, answer questions. But your hot market, okay, so your hot market, those people always want to know, what's my hot market? Is it people on Facebook? Not necessarily. Is it people I see at the gym every day? It could be, but no. But your hot market, and feel free, if you guys know what your hot market is, feel free to comment. I know Jessica knows, she knows a lot, right? But your hot market, okay, your hot market, those are people who care about you, okay, and you care about them. Those are the people, if you got yourself into a situation, like say you're out at 3 o'clock in the morning, right? And your car breaks down in Wisconsin where Linda lives. It's minus 21 degrees. Okay. Instead of calling AAA, you can call people on your hot market and they will get up out of their bed and come and help you. Those are the people that have helped you move from out of your house to another house or from apartment to apartment. They will bail you out in the jam. They will come and take you to the airport. And I hate going to the airport. Okay. But when Coach Will comes in town and he needs me to pick him up from the airport, I'll do that. Even at midnight, which happened the lab when he got married that year, whatever October that was. But yes, TR, those are people closer to you, and that will do you a favor anytime you ask, right? So that's your hot market. Your warm market, those are people who aren't in your hot market. So you know these folks. It could be social media. It may be Tiara's a teacher. It could be some of her peers at school. Okay. For me, my warm market was when I worked in with my last employer. It was my employees and all the coworkers. That was my market. My neighbors, right? Those are my warm market. Acquaintances. So pretty easy, right? And then then you have social media folks. So some of those social media people could be hot market and warm market, but most of the time the social media people, they're not going to be cold market, right? Because they kind of, if they follow you or are friends and they engage your content, they're kind of warm market, but they're social media. Then there's cold market, which is typically leads. Okay, you buy these leads and you text them. Some people call them and get spoken to in a mean way and get demoralized and want to quit. So, but we want to focus here because in our current economy, hot market, warm market, and social media are the primary ways people are building. And this is what we teach to how to launch your business, right? And now I'll talk about that on the part four training. Yes, Jessica, cold leads are different, right? I texted a cold lead a couple months ago and they responded back like it was a wrong number and just responded back, B word, just don't who the F you who the F are you? This is the wrong number. All he had to say was like, only thing they had to say was that I texted the wrong person, but they had cuss words in it, and I just deleted the text, right? So it is what it is. So we talk about mastering the art of the invite. Now, since most of us are on social media, we're on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, right? Those are the three primary social medias where people can engage each other, right? We don't teach spamming people, right? We don't teach that. Okay. We believe in having rapport. Okay. And then because once you have rapport with people, right, that's going to help you build trust, right? In our business, yeah, having to her, Linda, they just some people just are mean. So that's anyway. So in this business, remember, people will do business with people they like and trust. And I know for myself, I've been doing network marketing online since 2011, right? When Facebook launched 2009, and I've been doing this since 2011. And most people I've enrolled are strangers. Now, how many people I know? I'm not like Coach Seymour that knows a lot of people, right? And so most people that I have recruiting to the business and are still here are strangers I didn't know. Okay, but because I had rapport with them, because of the content I would post, that would add value, give away free information, and then they trusted me, so that when I did, post about the business or the products, they were open to wanting to try them or sign up. Okay, so you got to have rapport and trust with people, and you have to learn which words to use, right? Without being hypey, you want to learn the necessary words to use when posting and when communicating with people that gets past their salesman alarm, because nobody wants to be sold. Okay, even though you go buy a car, I really don't like dealing with the car salesman because I know they're trying to sell me something, right? And even if I'm going to go buy a car, just let me go look. If I have questions about a specific vehicle, I'll ask you, right? But on social media, nobody's on Facebook to be sold. Okay. And so, but when you use right words, that can open you up. That's why it's important to read the books, Icebreakers, The Four Color Personalities, and how to build. Let me get my book right here. How to Get Instant Trust, Belief, Influence, and Rapport. Right. And so those are three great books from Big Al. I recommend you guys read. That's going to help you learn which words to use. And then if you guys have questions or comments, you can comment in the chat. And what time is it? 3:27, good time. Right. So next you want to learn how to present the business in a way that duplicates. Okay. So it's not you doing the presenting. Okay. Unless you like going and having house party, Coach Will's excellent at it, right? He'll travel from Florida, he'll go to Missouri, right? He'll go to North Carolina. He enjoys it. But unless you're someone that enjoys hosting parties at your house or at a rec room or somewhere like that, right? You don't have to be the one doing the presenting. And one thing I've learned before I progressed to where I am with the company, I learned the less I said, the more money I made, because I was able to simply point and direct people to the information. If they wanted to learn about the pay plan, right? I could have a video or something sent to them about the pay plan or the opportunity. If it's something they wanted to know about a product, I had a video or something to share with them about the products. The less I try to explain things, the more I make. Okay, it's a little bit different now because I've been here over 7 years, so I'm the one doing the presenting now. But as far as a lot of most people just use the tools we have in place. Use third-party validation. So this is where you can invite people to events. So our Zoom calls on Sunday through Friday, those are all events. It's open to anyone who wants to attend. Our in-person events, guests can also attend those. Videos. So we have videos where you can educate people about the network marketing profession. That was covered, I think, in part number one. But there's also the replay videos of our trainings and of the Monday. If you guys haven't attended the Monday night, this is how we start in our day call. That's a great video to send to people because people have so many testimonials, Then we have all our other Zooms on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday's not recorded, but we have those videos you can share. And then there's other industry validation videos on the team YouTube channel. You can also do a three-way call, right? Or a group chat. I know, like on Facebook, you can do group chats, okay? And or you can do a three-way call, right? So those are great ways those are great tools to use because when you are recruiting somebody or introducing somebody to the business or opportunities, if they're looking to join, when you use a three-way call, a video, or events, it's training them also, okay? Because it's showing them they don't have to have all information to be able to share, and that they have support, okay? And they'll have an upline or a support team that will be there to answer questions for prospects. All right. If that makes sense for all three of these, just type three. So I covered three different parts on this slide. Just want to make sure it makes sense. Thank you, Marion and Linda. Just want to make sure it makes sense to you guys. Right. It's funny because other companies are teaching this, but they don't have the same results. It's hilarious. All right, so now we have our YouTube channel. So One Team, One Dream YouTube channel. Anyone can subscribe to that. So that's where a lot of most of the replays from the trainings that are hosted on this Zoom channel, they're posted there, right? But we do have a top earner toolkit playlist. I recommend you watch those videos. We have the new member orientation. That was done, I think, in 2023. So it's kind of outdated, but the information still applies. We have the industry validation videos, the Perfect Business by Robert Kiyosaki. We have Brilliant Compensation by Tim Sales, which is both an industry validation video and a recruiting tool because there's a call to action at the end of that video. I like that one. We have Rise of the Entrepreneur, which is more of a documentary about MLM. And we have Band Class Part 1 and 2, which is probably my favorite of as far as validating the industry and recruiting people. It's 16 minutes long. It's written by Mark Yarnell. I mean, the video is by Mark Yarnell, and great tool because there's a call to action at the end of that video. Then there's replays of the testimonials. The Detox Divas are on Coach Tina's channel, and the business overview replay is posted on this channel. And then another validation tool is Why Network Marketing with Tony Robbins. Professor Charles King explains network marketing. Topic economist Harry Dent talks network marketing. 4 things successful network marketing professionals do. That's more of a training tool. And then we have the Go to Sauna 92-second sizzle video. That's primarily focused on the deodorant stick and how it was $7.95 to join Go to Sauna to get active. But it's a good sizzle tool. Now it's $9.95 with the Feel Good, Be Good, Do Good subscription. All right, let me think. I'll skip. Okay, I skip that. Okay, so that's that. So this slide right here is a slide many of you are familiar with if you have been attending our trainings. Your first 5 years with the company. Okay, it could be Gold Assign or HBM or both. So you join us. Okay, your year one is that first column, and the arrow, the red arrow represents how much time you're going to spend committed to the business. And what I mean by committed to the business, attending the trainings, educating yourself. You want to recruit some people, right? Reading books, stuff like that. So your money may not be a lot your first year. Okay, we believe in being honest, and some people, right? There may be outliers that are going to make good money their first year, but for the most part, you're learning. Okay, but your second year, you're getting better, right? You've read the books, you've used the products. Okay, you have a story. You've been to your back office and to your websites, and you're sharing. And some people who told you no in year one, now they see you haven't quit, or they have a problem. Our product solved, but now you get more yeses. Your income goes up more in year two. Year three, by year three, if you are plugged in and really applying yourself to learn the 7 basic network marketing skills, plug into all the trainings and using information and applying it, you should be a professional by year three. And so by year three, the people that doubted you in year one, year two, right? They're going to see you have not quit, right? They're going to be like, dang, Marcus, you didn't quit. Or hey, Jerry, you're still here. I know you lost almost 50 pounds. And I see you talking about the business part too. Can you send me more information? Okay, that's year three. But look what happens. You have more of that happening, and then some of those people that you signed up want to also build a business and earn income. So your income goes up more because your network is growing and you're having that duplication. Year four, you are probably a leader, right? You may have your own team and have some trainings you do for your group of people that are outside of this, which is fine. And because we are all about leadership development, right? That's what network marketing is. Network marketing is really a leadership development program disguised as a network marketing program. So our goal is to create as many leaders as bring up as many leaders as possible. Okay. But year four, look, your team is growing, you have duplication, and your income goes up more in year four. Year five, this between year four and year five, this is where you may have people reaching out to you. Okay. We had someone that reached out to, I think I told this story. He reached out to post it on Facebook. He reached out to Coach Will. We reached out to him. He didn't want to sign up with Coach Will. So then he ended up reaching out to me and I talked to him and he didn't want to sign with me, he wanted to sign up with somebody else. And then I gave him that person information. He didn't sign up with that person. He signed up with someone else. Okay. And he probably would have been someone I would have not enrolled anyway. Okay. So in year four, year five, you don't have to sponsor everybody that comes to you, right? And even people who you are looking to recruit, and once you go through the qualification process, sometimes it's not a good fit as far as the business part. People can always become customers, right? But year five, look at that. You're not doing all the recruiting, more coaching and leading, things like that, but your income goes up a lot more. Now, what happens is people join us and they get to say their third year, they've earned a $500,000 in 3 years. They got distracted. This is a true story. Got distracted by this subscription model where you can have this matrix and make what 2,400 some dollars a month. It was only $9 a month to join, wherever it was. Didn't have to recruit anybody, and they guarantee you making all this money in the matrix. But they didn't tell them that it's their own matrix. It's not a company-wide matrix. They didn't tell them that part. But just like GoToSana is your matrix, and the matrix you're in is not a company-wide matrix. So people miss that part. So this one person, $500,000, his first 3 years, joins this other company. Guess what happened? Number one, he had to go back to year one with the new company. He lost his income here. He lost most of his downline and lost credibility. Okay. And as did the people that followed him. And so this person has been struggling for the past 3 years and not having any success with any company he's been with. Okay. So the moral is don't be the person that starts over every year by going from company to company to company. Oh yeah, that other person that wanted to join us, he told me and Coach Will in 30 years had been with over 1,300 companies. So he had 1,300 year ones in 30 years, right? So anyway, so this is what it looks like your first 5 years. As far as your commitment, all right, there's going to be a promotion coming to GoToSana, which is going to be awesome. But as far as the income side, if someone wants to maximize the GoToSana pay plan, you got to be active at 50 BV. And I'm not sure about the promotion may require 100 BV, but at 50 BV, that allows you to get paid the entire commission, okay, for an order. Because if you are active at 995 and somebody places a 100 BV order, you're going to make 30% of 995. So you're going to make $2.98 versus $30. Okay. But once you get to 50 BV or more, you would make the entire 30% commission. Okay. And then on the HBN side, you can be active at 100 CV or more. Okay. And so that will allow you to maximize the pay plan as your team grows, get the star bonus, the highest binary commission. Also, you can qualify for the promotion the company is doing, the $20,000 Fast Start promo that started on January 1st and ends on March 31st. And you can get the details for that in your back office right on your homepage. You'll see it. And so this is how we know people are committed to building their business by their business volume. So as far as how the income works, we go to Sana. We have our cash back, which in the form of MRP points up to 30%. And then we have a retail income, which is 30% of the volume you qualify for, okay, plus any matching commissions. Then we have the highest matrix income of 6% in ML in 6% per person per level. Customers, right? People who are customer, they can earn 3% down to 7 levels. So a customer can join GoldAsana, just purchase every month, and then they can earn matrix commissions up to I think $327, something like that. Right. Then we have our matrix matching income. That's there can be an up to 56% match based upon your rank. And then we have our leaderboard bonuses from $100 to $1,000 to the top 10 people on the leaderboard will go to Sana. HPN's pay plan is is richer because the commissions are bigger because the products cost more, right? But we have our cash back up to 30%. We have our customer sales bonus, and I'm focused on the 30%, which requires you to be at 100 CV. But if you're a free member, you can earn the 10% sales bonus. If you are less than 100 CV and not a free member, if you can earn 20%. Okay, so if you're at 25 CV to 99 CV with HBN, you can earn a 20% commission. And then plus any matching commissions you qualify for based upon your rank. Then we have our binary bonus, which is either $4 or I'm sorry, 4% or 12%. That equates to $8 or $24 every time you cycle in the binary, plus any matching binary commissions. That money adds up really fast, especially on the first of the month. Then we have our star bonus matrix, which with each completed star bonus grid, right, you would earn $575 just in star bonus payments, plus any other commissions and overrides you qualify for. The simplicity of the star bonus matrix is every two people you sign up at 100 CV, you'll make $50 plus the customer sales bonus plus any binary you may qualify for. Okay, that's how simple it is. And then we have our lifestyle bonus. This is based upon your rank, right? The company pays from $75 every single week, which is almost $4,000 a year, up to $260,000 because that's $5,000 a week just in a lifestyle bonus every Monday that's paid. Then we have our Power 3 bonuses with HBN. And then we have our leaderboard bonus with HBN, just like with GoldAsana. So that's how the HBN pay plan works. So this right here, this is how we are building our 6 and 7 figure businesses. These 9 words, so this is why we changed the Monday Zoom from being the testimonial Zoom to being this is how we start in our day. You can have Facebook posts, you can make Facebook posts, you can do reels or stories and just share, hey, this is how I start my day, right? And it can be outside of prayer and reading your Bible or whatever, a spiritual or religious thing you do in the morning before you get into your day, right? You can say that this is how I start my day with my 3-minute reset, or this is how I start my day with my hot cup of Nova coffee, right? Just something simple. And you can end your day. This is how I end my day with my 10 drops of black seed oil beneath my tongue because it helps me sleep. Something like that, right? This is how I start my day, and this is how I end my day, right? That right there is going to help create curiosity if you guys are posting on social media. And do it as a story, do it as a regular text post, right? Those get good engagement. And you can also do it as a reel, okay? So I found my cursor. So these are groups to join if you guys are on Facebook. So there's 5 groups. The first group is only for people who are interested in building the business. And that's a combined group for both GoldAsana and HBN. So that's the Green Organics Family Brand Consultant and Consultant Training Group. And there's 4 other groups that are open to anybody. So it's us on here, your team members, your customers, also any prospects or people you want to introduce to the products or the business. And all you do is add them or invite them to those groups, or you can send them the link, tell them to join those groups. Okay, we like to invite people because when you invite them, it lets the admin know who invited them, so that if they see a post in that group about, say, Nova Coffee, and they ask for information about it, the admins can look and see who invited that person and connect you guys. Okay, that's how you want to do it. So hit the invite button for people to join those groups. Now they have to accept the invite, but if you invite 20 people a day, 20 people a day, that will keep your Facebook profile from being restricted. But we have the HBN testimonials and information group. So that's only for HBN products and opportunity. So if you invite somebody and they join it, find a post you want them to see and tag them. So you're going to add them to the group, tag them, and then send them a message and say, "Hey, Jerry, thanks for accepting the invite to the HBN group. I tagged you in the post about Nova Coffee because you said you drink Starbucks every day. But this is a healthier, much better version than much better coffee than Starbucks." Same for the Go to Sauna testimonials and information group, only for Go to Sauna products and the opportunity. Then we have the Drink to Drop Weight Warriors group. That's the HBN weight release products. And then we have the Go to Sauna Feel Good, Be Good, Do Good Together group. That's strictly focused on the 3 minute a day reset. Okay, so the 9.95 subscription. So those are the four groups you want to invite your team members and your prospects to, so they can get the information, and so that is a form of you presenting the information by using a third party tool. Okay, if that's clear, type one. Just want to make sure I'm clear on that. If we're good, okay, okay. Thank you, Tiara. All right, so this is the so these are a couple. You want to subscribe to the One Team One Dream YouTube channel, but then that link right here, right? If you guys need it to, I'll leave it up for a minute. But copy that. Mary, I don't know if Mary's on here, but Mary is my very first person that I signed up and is with us. She's very right at the top. She when she rejoiced when she got started back with us, she mentioned boards to me. So I looked up boards, and so I created a boards page that you guys can use that as a resource for training and support. So I'll add more stuff to it, but this is the link to boards. So it's HTTPS colon forward slash, and then it's bit.ly / one team, one dream, one team, one dream support, right? So that's the website link to go to, and I think you can bookmark it or save it, and then I may eventually buy a domain for it, but that's what we have right now. So that is the one team, one dream support site, and feel free to use it. And there's some scripts on there. I put those on there as far as like messaging and texting scripts. Some opportunity videos are on there, and some other resources and tools. Okay. And then the One Team One Dream channel, that's where all the replays to the trainings and any of the Zooms hosted on this Zoom channel, they're all uploaded there. Okay, so subscribe to that channel and turn on your notifications, because I don't always remember to post any of the replays into the groups and stuff on Facebook. All right, so those are where you want to. Those are two resources you guys have. All right, so this is our schedule. So it starts on Sunday. We have our $1 million leadership development training. So we have Miriam host the newbie corner. Will do that teaching. Monday is our we call it info and testimonials, but we like to say this is how we start in our day call or Zoom. That's on Mondays. Tuesdays, this is the additional leadership development training with Miriam to open it up, and then Coach Seymour is doing Tuesdays. Wednesdays, we're here, right? Normally at 5 p.m. Pacific. Okay. And so if you see Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays on this Zoom channel is all at the same time. Okay. 5 p.m. Pacific, Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Thursdays, there's two Zooms. Okay. The 5 o'clock one is with the Detox Divas. That's with Coach Tina. She's more focused on sharing the products, any cleanse protocols, things like that. That's strictly a product focused Zoom. And then after the Detox Divas, we're back on this Zoom channel an hour later at 6 p.m. Pacific. And this is where we talk about the business. Okay. And then Fridays, this is where we have a hangout. It's earlier. It's 11 p.m., 11 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern. And it's very informal. And that's where people hop on and ask questions and share successes, stuff like that. And on this Zoom channel here at one team, one dream hangout.com. So everything's recorded except for the Friday one, because you never know what's going to be said, and we don't want to have something out there that maybe misspoken that was recorded. So that's the schedule we have as far as Sun. It's every day now. Every day is every day. It's every day except for Saturday. Saturday is my Sabbath, so I try not to do any business on Saturday. So that's kind of my rest day. But Sunday through Friday, and then Saturdays we're off, right, guys? So 6 days a week. So this is the four-step process we shared this last week. And I played these two Sizzle videos last week. These are both on the boards for the One Team, One Dream support. So it's simple four-step, right? You can share this Sizzle video, message the videos to people. You can post it as a story, which is great. You can see who watched your story, or post it with a call to action if you do it as a reel. And then when people ask for information, you're going to simply sign them up on your Join with Go site. Give it a couple days to allow the system to do the work. Okay. And then by that third day, before that 72-hour, a time frame expires, text them, right? And if you know them, call them, but text them, say, hey, Marcus, make sure you log in. If you're enjoying the 72-hour tour and the 3 minute a day reset, make sure you log into your office and subscribe for $9.95. And that's it, right? And then once they do upgrade, you teach them number one, two, and three. That's the four-step system when it comes to the feel good, be good, do good. Okay.
What if you could start a real income stream?
I don't want to play it again. You played last
What if
week.
you could
So that's it, guys. Let me stop my recording and we will